Day. Ain't gotta rush. I just wanna take it nice and slow. Hello, everyone. Are y'all ready to do this? Are y'all ready to do this? Why my shirt's so crooked? It didn't come from Dee Dee's. Come through, everybody. Green eyes in the heels. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, guys, as I say hello to everyone, I want to tell y'all something. I'm going to take this earpiece out of my ear. Um, Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do a little something on the internet that's friendly. Okay. So, hello, 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 hello. Hey, everybody. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Okay, so tonight's cousin sipping chat. Y'all are so freaking awesome, and I love y'all on purpose. I promise I do. Let me get up here. So tonight's sipping chat is just going to be me. If anybody wants to come on the stream, please do me a favor and just click on the link. I am going to put the link in the chat, but as you guys can see what our topic is for today, okay? As you come in, pay attention to the topic because a lot of times we don't have a safe space to talk about certain things or hard topics or whatever people want to call them. So, being in the how can I say, being in the social media I guess atmosphere, you really, really, really have to be able to feel comfortable where you are. Now, for me, it's not hard for me because I don't give a damn. I'm just I just don't give a damn. But there are some people that have a hard time talking about hard topics. So I want to be able to create a space. Well, we are creating this space together because as you can see, we've been doing what started in my room, in my kids' room, in the dining room, in my car. What started out as live streams with myself and you all and whoever else is on. I don't want to call it a panel because I just don't, but else is on the stream with me, we come together in a space where you all are all free to give your opinion on whatever it is that we are discussing. We just want to make sure that we understand that everybody is not going to agree and nobody's here to actually offend anyone. If adults cannot have a conversation about a hard topic, baby, we are leaving our kids to nothing. And I refuse to believe that, okay? So I'm going to read something from Messenger regarding these topics, okay? Now, for me, as a woman, let me put the link in the chat, okay? And let me show y'all. Y'all know what I got. What y'all drinking? While I put the link in the chat. What are y'all drinking? Copy. Let me put it in the chat. Good evening, everybody. As you all come in, please do a little something on the internet that's free. Do a little something on the internet that's free. Okay? Now let me pin that in the chat. Okay, let me know if you see it pinned. You got red wine? All right now. All right now. You got red wine? What you got, sister? A cosmopolitan? Hey, Brenda. What you got? You got some water? All right, water's good for you. I have it at night. That's the only time. G Mama, what's poppin' with you? What you drinking? Some white wine? All right now. Sipping on some Pino. Is that how you say that? Pino? With the shot of baby. Come through, all you adults up in here. So we're going to have good conversation. And when I say good conversation, we are open. Great Goose. Thank you for sharing. You drink, no drinking tonight? Wait, I am drinking to tonight, or you're not drinking. I guess that's what you're trying to tell me, sister. I understand. Drink you some water, Shavanya. Get you some water. All right? Drink some water or some whatever your favorite juice is. All right. All right. Jamaican sorrel and spice. Girl, you better shut up. You better shut up. Mm. Mm-mm. Okay, everybody. So I see everybody's here. So good evening. Good evening. Please make sure you share. That will be nice. All right. Everybody out here with their drinks. I got my um Jack Daniel's Southern Peach. I'm a Southern Belle in my alter ego life. I'm trying a new Crown Royal. Ooh, look at you growing up. Chaboo. Yes, Capri, that was the island tiki I had. I forgot the name. All I remember was tiki. I promise. Water right now. You having a Coke? Okay. Work early. And you working on a Saturday, sister? Oh, okay. If you got work in the morning, why you gotta have water? Why you can't have a glass of wine? You can't have a glass of wine and then THC infused. Give me some. Look at you holding out on us, sister girl. Mm-hmm. You are. You're holding out on us. All right. Let's get into this topic. I got everybody on here, what everybody's drinking, and here we are. All right. So, thank you for sharing. So, tonight I'm going to read from the inbox, and the inbox says a lot regarding this topic. Now, I am a person. You drive a school bus? No wine for you. Mm-mm. Drink some water after this. Keep you hydrated. Okay, I understand. But I mean, it's only 7 o'clock. You can't have a glass of wine? What? Never mind. You drive a school bus tomorrow, Saturday. Damn, that's going to sound loud. All right, let's get into it, guys. So, I'm going to read. Thank you for sharing. Dad Pepsi. By choice, you don't drink. Come through. All right. Hey, Mama Lois. All right. So, we have a group chat now for Cousin Sip and Chat. And if you are not in the group chat, Capri is here. And then you can get the let her know you want to be in the chats. She'll send you a message via Facebook. Okay? You'll be under the bed by 7 with this drink. Funny. Funny. Somebody tag Lydia. I don't know if I saw Lydia. No, we ain't even started yet, sister. Giving everybody time to get in. So we're streaming from both platforms. So YouTube, thank y'all for being here. And you can give your comments as well. I will see them here as well as I will see Facebook right here. So we can work it out. And I put the link in the chat. If you should need the link again, if you are on YouTube, somebody can just share it again. If you are on Facebook, then someone can just see that it's pinned below. Okay? So let's get started. I'm going to read what's actually in the chat. Now, I want y'all to understand that the way I deliver things, I'm going to try not to be, I just hope don't nobody got their feelings on their forehead tonight. All right? My responses will not be directed to anyone solely. If I reply to a comment, I'm just replying to a comment because I interact with y'all. Let's have an adult conversation. Are we all here for it? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Tracy. Is it possible? Tracy would like to be added to the group, Capri. So, oh, there go Lydia. I see you, sister. I wanted to make sure you were here. All right. So, the topic for today was... Okay. Now, imagine when you think about your body. Most of us as women, if we got any brothers in here too, I want y'all to do it as well. So imagine when you think about your body. I think I showed some pictures of myself to you all when I was about, at one point I was like 280 some pounds, but I was never that big growing up. Like I was always small frame. But getting pregnant at 16, well, 15, I was pregnant. I had him at 16. Getting pregnant at 15 and then having a child at 16, from there, my body just went. You know what I'm saying? And over time, I didn't have my babies back to back like steppers. But Devontae and Javonis are 5 years apart. So in that 5 years in between, I just was on the move a lot. I got a baby, I'm working, I'm trying to get my GED at the same time. I gotta be mom. I wasn't a mom that my son called my mama, if that makes any sense. I wasn't one of those kind of moms. So anyway, doing so much, I ate out a lot. I didn't cook as much because when I would get home, I was tired. And then at the time, I only had Devontae. So when I did pick up weight, I only picked up till about at my height. Believe it or not, I had gotten this big, but at a younger age, if that makes any sense. And I was rocking with it. I was rolling with it. It was nothing for me to be this size. Uh, I want to say that maybe when I got with Javonis's father, a little bit into is when I began to pick up the weight. But nevertheless, long story short, I got up to like 268 pounds. And for me, even when I was small, people would still had something to say about me. My weight never was affected, or the way I looked for me never was an effect it didn't affect me in a sense of what other people think. It always has affected me in how I see me. Now that can be tricky because if we look at the right now, when we look at the sister that's on TV, that's where we come. Tammy Roman, y'all know I love her. Remember when I got my unit done for my birthday? If y'all remember, and I will go in the comments, if y'all remember my unit when Papa Bear drove me to Atlanta and I went to Chicana shop and I got that custom unit, I showed everybody a picture of Tammy Roman. She looked beautiful in that space where I saw her. Okay. So it's always been for me. I've never cared what the world thought. I've never cared. But when I say, yo, if I had to choose between my cousins and my thighs and my arms, oh, I'm going to do something to my arms. Another person will say, oh, leave your body alone. It's fine. But it may be fine to you. I can't even take you seriously because if you care about me, then it would be more so into saying, well, what is it really do you want to do? Have you researched it? Have you tried this? Well, if that's what you want to do, I'm rocking with you. I'm going with you. Let me see if I can get some funds together. Where we going? You understand what I'm saying? The way the person sees themselves, how can another person say, girl, you fine? If I am your sister or friend or whatever, and I'm going to get this out and then we'll go through the chat. If I am your sister or friend or whatever the case may be, it's pinned below if you want to be at, oh, you're talking about to the group. If I am that person in your life, and if I see you in a state where you look extremely unhealthy and thin, but you're saying that you're heavy, or you don't like the way you look, yo, we gonna go get some help together. Because I can't see what you see. So because of that, I don't want to look up one day and don't see you at all. People go through a lot of things and they don't understand. People think they do it for the world. Oh, girl, who cares? It's not even about who cares. Now, you do have some people that's gone and went and did all the extra stuff because they want people to pay attention to them. But at the same time, there are people that do the same in the opposite direction because of what they see. So I'm going to read what the comment actually says. And I think that this is a broad spectrum of, and it's not even about being comfortable. Well, yeah, you say do what's comfortable with you, but a lot of people don't think that way. A lot of people let society run them. They're not going to say it. It's women right now in here that are ashamed of the way they look because of what people may think or say. And it's sad that a person won't step forward and say, yes, I'm in that space where I have a problem with worrying about what people think about me. And if you can't do that, then you choose to be stuck and be miserable where you are, because no one should be worried about what someone else thinks of them. They don't wake up with you. They don't go to bed with you. They're not paying your bills. They're not. So why are you letting someone from the outside world control what's inside of here? It's about what you see when you look in the mirror. I don't understand that. I'm going to read the what exactly was typed though, okay? Because there is a name for this disorder, and we're going to talk about it. So in the comments in the chat, it says self-esteem and self-image. Is it true that having a self-image can be critical to mental wellness? Yes, it can. To me. And you know why it can to me? Because I'm going to lose my damn mind trying to worry about an image that everybody else got an opinion on. How about I just be who I am and let everybody else have their opinion, because they're going to have it anyway. Because when you shift, there's always going to be somebody that don't like your shift. So what you just going to be doing? Playing connect the dots, la la la. You're going to be jumping around like a damn kangaroo your whole damn life and be miserable. And other people still going to be talking about you. Now let's go in the chat. Let's go in the chat. And again, if you guys want to come on, the link is in the chat. Okay? It's there. Okay. Let me see. Okay, sister said, me too, always was small framed and skinny, but now I'm in love with food, so I'm overweight now. Would have never imagined my skinny self growing up to be fat. Now, let me ask you this, sister. All right, so here we are. Imagine it. You ain't got to imagine it. We're here. What are we doing about it? Like, everybody fell in love with food at some point. A breakup, a loved one lost. Food is a go-to for a lot of people, not just as comfort food, but when you're depressed, when you're struggling, when you're sad, just like cigarettes, just like weed, just like liquor, just like anything. Everybody has a go-to of something that you do excessively. You're an addict. I don't care what it is. I do not care. So now what are we doing about it? What are we going to do about it? Because if it's okay for me to say, that is one thing I heard you say on that video. When everybody kept wanting to see the video, and you kept saying that, oh, I don't like the way I look. If you don't like the way you look, as your sister, how can I help you be happy with you? Not with what the world thinks, but with what's gonna make you get up and say, yo, today gonna be a day. What's gonna make you feel that way? How can we work on that? That's what we should be doing. Hello, 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 hello. I've never been as big as I am now. It's very uncomfortable. And I'm asking you the same question, Annette. What can we do? Hey, Bonnie, what can we do? Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate it. Let me go through the chat and see. All right, let me see what Tisha say. I used to tell my ex that I thought she looked fine and I love her body, but I also told her that if it was going to make her happy, that I would support her and we would find a way to make it happen. I love this because let me tell you something, baby. When Nikki over here sat up and was like, yo, I can't get down with this here muffin top. All right. Yo, I could have a surgery on my eyes because of what previously happened to me. Of course, he's fine with the way I am. But ultimately, it is, or whatever it is you want to do. And I'm telling you, with everything that I've had done has been choice by me. I present it like, yo, I want to do this. Ultimately, he knows it's for me. He's going to give his opinion out of love for me. But he would never tell me no. I've never gotten, well, you look fine. What I get is, Papa Bear is more of a, how can I say? Y'all hear him talk. He gets really in depth with things. And ultimately it comes down to, if that's what you want to do for you, then that's what you do. I love you either way. That's what he'll say. Not, you're fine with me. It's like, I love you either way. So for me, I don't even feel the pressure of, oh, maybe I'm making the wrong decision, because some people do that. They'll question the one they love, and then when they say, oh, well, you look fine to me, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. Whatever it is that they're doing, they do it more. Because the one person that they come to, that they're expecting to hear them and say, well, let's talk about it, like you say, that's the one person that make them go backwards, 10 steps backwards. It's about moving forward and everything, and there's nothing that can't be done. I've seen people 600-700 pounds lose weight, and they are determined to lose weight. Let me see. I must need help, because the way I see and feel about myself is different from what people say. I don't care what people say. It's all about, okay, now that's why I'm here, sister. And I mean that when I say it. So what is it? Because that means you're like me. Baby, I look and I'm like, these gotta go. And I've been doing the refrigerator push-ups, honey. Y'all saw my arms on that picture I showed y'all. What happened was, when I got sick, I had got put on I was on gabapentin. At one point, I had to take amitriptyline. I'm telling you, you got to understand the things that happened in my life. So I was like a guinea pig for the doctors when I was losing my mind with what was going on with my kids. So for me, I can't get jiggy with this. So in order for me to do this, then I have to generate the funds to do this. When I can, I am getting this off. I don't care how old I am. If the doctor clears me, baby, I'm in there. I don't care if nobody say, oh, your arms are fine. I don't give a damn. Because when I look in the mirror, they are not. Now, let's say I'm the weight that I was, okay? And I'm going to continue to go through the chat, and then we're going to go to the next part of the disorder. Because clearly, there is something out there that does, it is crucial to your health. Just like being obese is crucial, being too small is crucial to your health. It looks like malnutrition. So when you think about it like this right here, and it gets to a point where like, yo, it is me. I want to do something about it. I need to fix this for me. People have to understand. And I think at one point I had said, girl, you look fine. You look good in that picture. There should have been a different approach. So as a sister, I need to apologize, because honestly, that's not taking your feelings into consideration about how you feel about you. It's not mean that I can't say that you're gorgeous, but I am not supposed to tell you nothing's wrong with you. I'm not supposed to tell you that. A person that truly cares about you is going to do more listening than talking. Okay? Now, let me keep going. Oh, thank you, sister. The cousins and sisters came up with it. I tried to log in on YouTube. I just came back. Okay, no problem. No problem, sister. No biggie. Yeah, I have it in my phone, babe. We're not there yet. I was about to read it, Mika. I'm going to read it. Let me see. I don't care at all what the next thing is, how I feel within. Absolutely. That's me too, sister. That is me too. All the way. All the way. I am telling y'all the honest to God truth. So now what we going to do about it? I see a fat. You see that. And if that's the term that you use, what we going to do about it then? What we going to do about it, Kelly? Hey, Lavonda. How are you? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Glory be to God, because he had a last say so. All right, so here it is, right here. And yes, I have it in we just on the first part. Y'all jumping the gun on me. But that's the name of the illness. Yes, I had two friends from two different ethnic groups and did some surgeries based on society. And now, some years later, they hate what they did and trying to make connections to look more natural, corrections to look more natural. It's easy to do things. It's hard to get them undone. It really is. It really, really is. Baby, I can't care what the world thinks. To me, when I go outside, I'm a she's a bad man, Majama. My appearance is important to me. Now, when it comes to even when I was a shorty, like raising kids and stuff like that, my kids are a product of me. I can't be outside looking like I got my shit together and my kids looking like little runaway bums. What in the mother Africa is going on here? No. So I've always had to be together. I've never been a pricey foo-foo person because I felt like who I am. When I don't the clothes, it's not the clothes that make me. I make the outfit look good. You understand what I'm saying? Because you could see something on a hanger and be like, nah, but then put it on and be like, damn. All right, that's popping. So if I look at something and I feel like I should be a little bit more curvy in here, if it don't look like it, I'm putting that shit back on the rack. And then I'm going to do something that's going to allow me to be a little bit more curvy up in here. And I'm going to remember that outfit that I put on. And I may just buy it and keep it for motivation. It ain't gonna be just sitting in my closet collecting dust and turning all different type of colors because it been in plastic for too long. We gotta act like we want to do something and we actually have to do it. If you a person and you out here and you know you ain't finna be working out, then what are we gonna do about it then? If I got a job and I'm gonna save money to go to a reputable place and everything is gonna be good with that reputable place, I'm going there. And I'm gonna be like, cut all this shit up off there. And I'm not going where it's the cheapest. Okay? Because see, when you finna play with all of this, when you finna start messing with all of this, first of all, you ain't never doing nothing to my face. I'm sorry. Now I would have loved to have been like with the dimples, but Tay Tay has scared me. I might go get jacked up. I ain't got time. So, but seriously though, my face, the most you're gonna see me do is pierce my face. I'm not gonna be letting nobody do nothing to me. Okay? I just can't. Like face lift, cheek bone lift. No, I'm just gonna use my soap and drink some water. Okay, I ain't read that comment yet, but that's what I'm gonna do. But the rest of my body, no, you got to make sure that you do your research. You make sure that you look at some reviews. You got to treat this something. It's a lifelong thing. Then you go in there and you get too big tatas. Now you got to reverse tatas. What's the purpose? You when you go over big and have to come back and then come back and then come back. Nah, if you put on a bra and your back hurt, your tots don't need to be no bigger. You just need a lift, okay? Because they just down there. That's it. Let me read this comment and then we'll get to the other topic. I got bigger after I had my son, but I promise I've never cared what people thought about how I looked. I was blessed to be raised by women who told me how beautiful I am. My moles have always been called beauty marks because they are to me. That's what I've always thought they were. That's what I've always called them. I want to lose weight because of my CKD. That's it. That's all. All right, guys. So what are we doing? We coming together with some here now. How we gonna do this? We counting steps. What we doing? How we gonna start this off? Self-esteem and self-image go hand in hand. If you have a low self-esteem, you're at risk for other issues. So how many of you all agree with that? How many of you all agree with Debbie? That self-esteem and self-image go hand in hand. How many of y'all that's a good one? I'm just wondering. Good evening, good evening. Y'all tell me how many of y'all agree with that. I don't know, cause mine's is all within. I guess I need to work on self, cause in real life I don't know what the next thing for me is all within. Right. So I'm asking, what can we do for you to see what you want to see when you look in the mirror? Is what I'm asking you, Kelly. I don't do the adding, Mama. Capri does the adding. My main problem is when I had brain surgery and it changed my face, also how I communicate. What is your problem with it? Tell me that. Let me see. As women that have been through difficult relationships or hardships, we often have a difficult time accepting positive words and accepting that someone has something nice to say because of trust. This is why I say we're not supposed to tell people, oh, you're fine, because you don't know where they are or where they've been or what they're going through. Thank you for saying that, because so many women are ready to say, it's so easy to say, girl, you look good. Girl, you look fine. But it's also so many women there to tell you, oh, but I'm going to tell you if you with me. Mm-mm, it's not. I've seen so many women out. How many of you all in the chat have seen a group of women out and you be looking like, now you could tell which one you're either home. You could tell which one is the life of the party. You could tell which one is the alcoholic, and it's always one. How many of you all have saying you be looking like, now you know damn well you should have told her she should not have left the house with that on. I know I have. But I've also been that person. Cousin, how I looking at? No, no. Take it off. No. You're not even comfortable. Who you trying to impress when you go outside? Put on something you're going to be comfortable in. Thank you for saying that. Because, I mean, some people, I just don't understand. I thank God I've never been the type of person that cared about what others think of me. I was taught as a child. Okay, we're past that. What about the people that think it within themselves? What about the Kellys? Now we're getting into the disorder. What about the Kellys in the world? Because there are people who look at themselves. It's not even about the world. Everybody in the chat is saying it's not even about the world. I don't think it's going to be someone here. If they're here, I would hope they'd be honest and say, I do care, because other people do care. They really do. Because if I don't care what a person thinks, okay, I'm going to do just like this. If I don't care, I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what nobody think. I say that all the time, and then I'm going to read what's going on. I'm going to do this right here. I'm doing pictures. And pictures. That's me. But when you care, this is what you do. You cover yourself. And you cover yourself because of what other people going to see you looking like. So actually, you do care what people think. At some point or another. Even when a person looks at themselves, say, I ain't going outside like this. Let me get my shit together. There's a part of you that do care what people think. But people don't want to say that, because then that means that what sister said, there's low self-esteem, and they don't even want to admit they have low self-esteem. Hey, let me try to get in these comments. I'll be talking too much. I'll be talking way too much. I just found out I had a thyroid problem, and I go to the doctor Monday. And let me tell you something. I know people with thyroid problems, and I'm going to tell you what they do. I have a cousin that has a thyroid problem, and she's not even heavy. I'm not saying that towards you. Hey, Venice. But I'm just saying a lot of people use their ailments as crutches once they get there. Okay? I got a cousin with lupus. and she does everything to keep her weight down, but she's still overweight. But get this, I got another cousin that used being having a thyroid problem as a what you call it, just to eat, and then get big, and then you blame it on that. No, you can't blame it on that. You got to blame it on all that unhealthy stuff you was eating. You know what grease is? If anybody goes to have any kind of surgery upon your body, whether it be gastric, whether it be lap band, whether whatever it be, when you go and you see the doctor show you what 5 pounds of fat look like. 5 pounds of fat look nasty as hell. So imagine 10, 20, 30, just going. People eat so unhealthy. Now, I eat what I want, but I don't eat gluttonly. When you got people that always, you got nervous eaters, you got people with eating disorders. They're not going to admit it, but they have them. And then they wonder why all their clothes getting too tight. I don't understand that. I don't. I actually was a personal trainer back in the day. I worked out most of my life up until I retired, gained weight, and things hurt that never had before. Got back on track, and I do Pilates and roller skate. That's right, I seen. Did you? Let me see. 99% of the people don't get or understand when you tell them it's within. They get it mixed up with me caring but about what the next think. If you know me, you would know that I'm probably one of the few people that you know that truly don't care about what the next think of me. I'm very free spirited. Well, why do you let me ask you this though. You still not telling me what we can do. What we can do. We saving money for lipo. We gonna do a Zoom workout class. You keep telling me, you keep convincing me. I've already been convinced that it's within you. I really believe that. Now what I'm asking you is, what are we gonna do about it? That's what I'm asking you. Let me see. I took that shit too at one time. All right, hello. Let me see. So true. I've recently lost weight and I've decided to get some cosmetic things done. I don't care how many people say I look good. This is something I want to do for myself, and I'm blessed to have a husband to support me. Can I ask what you're getting done, Patty? Or you can tell me to mind my business, and I promise I will. Why should body image be important? It's what comes out of the heart of that body that should be important. I think body image is important for me. It's not about, if it's not important for you, that's good. But my body image for me is important. If I can prevent my arms from going down to here, then I'm going to prevent my arms from going down to here. If I can keep my hair done as often as I can, I'm going to keep my hair done as often as I can. If I could keep me some nice kicks on my feet, baby, I could go to the thrift store and shop on Tuesday and get buy one, get one free. And my outfit and slay. And you won't even know it came from the thrift store. That's me, for me. How I walk out into the world defines who I am. If I walk out into the world as a bum, a heathen, if I go outside every day with a little mini skirt on and some high heel boots, somebody gonna think I'm a lady of the night. Am I correct? So my self-image is important to me. It's not about what people think. It's about what I'm putting out there for people. Because you have to understand that some of the reactions that we get from people is caused by us. You have to show out that skate. Good evening. Hello, everybody coming in. Hello. Hello. It's time for me to get up and do something. Need to lose. It's time for something to be done. Feel you, but most don't. It's all about how you feel and what you want to do. So, Patty, tell me. Let me know what you're getting done, sister. I took charge with my love for sweets in November when the doctor said I needed to lose weight in order to have my knee replaced. The knee pain is worse than losing this weight. I'm down 40. Come on, Mama Lois. Mama Lois, if you don't mind, tell me how many years young you are. Come on, Mama Lois. Come on with it. I was 330 at one time because of depression. It was so uncomfortable. I didn't feel like myself. I lost 115 pounds in 9 months naturally. Come through. Hey, Mama Mona. I've always felt like this, especially when I was little in junior high. I always felt like what? I always felt like what? You 5'10", you taller than me. You are an inch taller than me, so I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have believed you were that size. I'm trying to join y'all. I'm y'all little bitty sister. Okay, I don't know what you mean trying to join, sister. You here? You here? Yes, I tried everything to lose weight. It started affecting my life, so I had sleeve surgery. It has made a world of difference for me. I had to do it for me. Come on with it now. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Let me see. What if you have the desire to do it in your own, do it your own medicine that won't allow you to do it? Okay, let me explain to me, what do you mean? A certain medication that you're on won't allow you to do what, sister? Hey, Shannon. It was juicing and did the treadmill every day for 2.5 hours. Every day you did it for 2.5 hours? Wow. Baby, I hate the treadmill. I look at it and that's all it is. A tread with a meal. I don't like it. And I ain't talking about food at all. No, no, no. I was almost 60 pounds. I'm almost 4'11". 3 years to take it off. I had jiggly arms and legs. Now, subconsciously, I'm terrified of gaining that back. I'm in the process of looking for a good doctor or take care of the problem areas. Baby, that's what I'm talking about. This is me, a problem area. Okay, this is a problem area. Y'all see me eat. I don't eat a lot. My stomach, it ain't nothing happening, baby. Because I'm going to tell you, at a certain time of the year, Nikki gets back into her faja. Nikki puts her boards back in. I'm going to show y'all when I start doing it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to measure my waist. I'm going to do that all via over on YouTube. We changed the name, Nikki's Identity. So I'm letting you know right now, go and get you a faja. People that are out here, go and get fitted for a faja. Go and buy the boards. If you cannot buy the boards from the place you buy the faja from, look on Amazon. I will show y'all my boards. You need 2 foam boards, the wood board for the front and the board for the back to give you that arch, baby. I'm not playing. And the best time to wear it is sleep in it. Get up in the morning and take it off. Don't nobody want to go to work with all that stuff on like that right there. But baby, go to sleep in it. And I'm telling you, that ain't doing none of these. Now, what I may do in the meantime, and I mean this, and we're going to go to the next the rest of the, as I go by, what I will do in the meantime is go to the body sculptor. I was doing it once before, and I will let her be sculpting my arms till I save my money. And if sculpting my arms, get my arm down to a size where I can work out and I see a big difference, then baby, screw it. But then that means I got to do this forever. Forever. And I'm willing to do that if I see something different. Let me see. I just didn't actually get a better one because I do it so much. I drink cucumber juice every day with lime and ginger root. I can't do that every day. It's depressing. To me. Like, I'm trying now with water, y'all, on the regular. So what I do is I just have water at night, because in order for me to condition myself to water, I have to have it right here by my bed, because I know in the middle of the night I am not getting up. I promise you I'm not. Where you at? Let me see. It doesn't bother if someone called me fat, although nobody has yet. But Tick said I was supersized. I laughed. Okay, and I'm asking you, what do you want to do about your weight? How are we going to work on that? I asked for Ozempic to take for us to lose weight and help with my diabetes issues, but I'm seeing bad effects now about it, and now I'm experiencing the side effects. I'm going to take myself off of it. Really? So you're on that and it's not doing you right, sister? Every medicine ain't for everybody either, y'all. It's not. Back in the day on Yahoo 360, we had a group where we come together for accountability. We started with just drinking more water and added in different goals. Maybe we can start something simple. Absolutely. Chronic kidney disease. That's chronic kidney disease. Am I right, Tish? What side effects do you have from yeah, that stuff? Let me see. I can't do it. Tata straight, but a BBL, I'll look like a Q-tip. Well, let me tell you something. For me, because I went and I had work done. For me, when I went to get lipo from here, they put it here. I got lipo all the way around. Do you understand me? Why you think this is like this? You see how much it's hard for me to give me a pinch? But it must sit up. I give you a pinch. Okay? I don't like this pinch. And it's not even a big one. I don't like it though. So, but I know what I'm gonna do about it. Come April, baby. April and May, 2 months straight. I'm sleeping in my faja. I'm wearing my board at least 3 to 4 times a week. Not kidding. Come next month. Not kidding at all. So let me read the next one. The body dysmorphia. Let me read that one. Okay, so body shaming, body dysmorphia, body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, or body dysmorphia is a mental health condition where a person spends a lot of time worrying about flaws in their appearance. Those flaws are often unnoticeable to others. People of any age can have BDD, but it's most common in teenagers and young adults. It affects both men and women. Social media plays a big part in one's perception of their looks. It's more than vanity and physical, it's now psychological. The mirror has now become the enemy to self esteem. How can we create a safe environment for people to feel comfortable in their own skin? And does altering the body help or hinder? Now, as we go into that one, and I still read the answers, y'all comments, you can't. It's like you got the person has to want it. If they want it, you can't make, well, it says this. Let me read this over again. So it says, how can we create a safe environment for people to feel comfortable in their own skin? The environment is not the problem. It's the people gotta want it. You know what I'm saying? Because we come in a space, even in a person, basically, all I'm saying is if they have this issue, the illness, they're not gonna wanna just be open for that. For people, I believe that at some point, anything excessively is a disorder, like constant, and that's excessive. Constant, 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 constant. So that is when you're constantly doing things to your face. You don't like it, 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 constantly doing things to your body over and over and over and over and over again. I don't think that a person can start in a safe space they need help. They need like serious help from a doctor help. Now, if they've come out of, let's say they're transitioning from getting help from a doctor, and now doctor is saying, okay, get in a support group. Everybody needs a support group. But for the person to believe that it is a safe space, they got to first believe that something is wrong with them. If they don't believe that something is wrong with them, we're just wasting time. That's all we're doing, honestly. Let me see. I'm doing it already. August, what's today? A treadmill. Self-confidence when it comes to body image. It really does. I agree in a way. It does. It really does. But you got to have morals. It's about the way you raised too. If you was raised to walk around and be a sloppy ass, if your mama was a sloppy ass, and your aunties was a sloppy ass, and your siblings was a sloppy ass, and you a sloppy ass, and that's all you know is being a sloppy ass. Let me see. I know I have to get up and get moving, but I hurt my knee in January, so now I'm off work. You can do things and sit down. Google exercises you can do it sitting down. You hurt your knee. I bet you it's some exercises you could do. We see amputees do exercises. So I guarantee you it's some exercises you can do. You just have to get motivated. That's it. I agree. So where's that going to start with? Let me know where it's going to start with. Because, baby, I ain't finna be like this. But by the time my birthday come, I'm finna be pretty hot and tempting, darling. You hear me? P-H-A-T. In Jamaica, the man I say, why you so fatty so? He don't mean you fat, obese. He mean you're pretty hot and tempting, darling. Yes. Yes, hunty. I agree. My face is uneven and I don't see good out the right eye. My face is uneven and I'm blind as a bat. What it do? Huh? Tracy, I love you, sister. You got to come out of that. You got to come out of that self-sorrow, because that's where you are, self-sorrow. All right? This is what I mean. A person that's focused on keep on talking about what's going on with them or what they... Self-sorrow is not going to get you anywhere. Okay? Now, what I will say is, if you want somebody to work on your face, like cut on your face, then that's something that you have to do your research for. But if you don't want nobody to cut on your face, then you're not the only one. Do you see? I point this out all the time. You see how my cheek is raised high over here, but my face go down over here? Baby, I can't see out of both eyes. But I'm still a bad mama jamma. So it does have a lot to do with your inner self and what you believe. Everybody that said that self-esteem plays a big part, it does play a big part in self-esteem. It does play a big part in morals and values. It does play a big part in how you were raised. It does play a big part in who you're around. Because if you spend your time around somebody and you're watching them constantly do things to themselves and it's beginning to make them look unhealthy, then as that friend, then you need to seek out some intervention. All right? Something is going on with that. But we gotta act like, there's people around here. We take advantage of the fact that we still have things. Self-esteem my ass to a certain point. Damn that. Let's scratch that and let's think about this. What about the people that are living that are blind, that can't even see their face? What about the people that are living that are deaf, that can't even hear what people say? What about the people that are living and they done been into wars or disfigured, born in their body, whatever the case may be, and they still out here making it happen? How can we be so selfish to what we're blessed with? And if you're not happy with what you're blessed with, it's time for you to look at yourself and say, yo, I don't like what I see. Now I'm finna do something about it. And if I don't do something about it, I'm gonna shut the hell up about it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, I know I'm beautiful, but I have no loyalty for no. I don't even know what that means. I don't even understand that, sweetheart. I really don't. I've had some family that had the weight loss surgery. They lost the weight, but their faces look horrible. It look long, don't it? When you say their face look horrible, does it look long? Because anybody that's been overweight, when you're overweight, you go this way. When you lose weight, you go this way. Overweight, we go out. Lose weight, we go this way. That's why we have to tone and lose at the same time. So if you have a person that had the surgery and then they lost a lot of weight, it's time for them to get tummy tucks and stuff, because all of that extra skin and them layers ain't going nowhere. They just turning into creases. And I was one that had me a whole muffin top, baby. It was so good to see her again. Hello, is it me you're looking for? It was so good to see her again. I don't know about y'all, okay? But it was every now and again, I want to be like, hey, girl, all right, you're doing all right down there. Is it time for us to go see the gynae? Um, have we had our smear yet? I'm just saying. I felt good to look at her. I'm just saying, good people. That's all. Side effects, constipation. Ooh, all the ones they say on TV. I can't. I just can't. Ooh, look at all that. No, no, baby. In my no-low voice, no, baby. No, I cannot look at that. Thank you, Amanda, for 200 stars. I just looked down and saw that. I was on it for 9 months and stopped. Side effects are not worth it. Oh my goodness. I look in the mirror, I see me, and I like me. Well, shout out to you, Charlotte. Hey, hello. You don't care what others think of me. I look good and say it in my own way, and even with needing to lose 50 pounds. Come on with it, sister. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. So what are we doing? Put in my life would say you're not coming outside with me wearing that. Yes, you ain't going nowhere with me looking like that right there. Girl, get your ass out of here. You ain't going with me. You look good. All right. Okay. Look good late when you ain't with me. All right. If that's looking good, look great when you ain't with me. I mean, do that when you ain't with me. Not while you with me, because I can't. We ain't doing that. You trust nothing. I still don't know. I don't know where you're going with that. Your comments are leaving me lost, sister. They really are. They really, really are. Oh, them side effects, I don't want no parts of it. No, ma'am. My cousin had a very short, beautiful girl, but she had a condition where when she looked in the mirror, no matter what she did, there was something wrong. That's what we were just talking about. Oh my God. I can't. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh. Mm. Okay. Oh. Wow. I used to care, but I had to learn. Come on with it, somebody. Come on with it, somebody. You used to care. And now you like, baby, I love it, because you know what? It's somebody watching somewhere. They still care. And they stuck in it on their own. They're going to be caring for the rest of their lives, lying, saying they don't care. But they really do. That's why nothing's changed. That's why they won't go nowhere. That's why they won't hang out with their friends. That's why they won't get on FaceTime. That's why they won't, because they don't want nobody else to see them. Come on now. Praise God for you. I'm happy for you, sister. I really, really am. You got to find out what she doesn't like about herself. What has she done to initiate change? What has she done that hasn't worked? What's popping? I've never cared what anyone thought. If she needs motivation, she can hit me up. I'm listening. Tisha said if she needs motivation. Valerie, you don't care what's popping. Let me see where we are. If you have negative people around you all the time, it will weigh heavy on your self-esteem, even if you say you don't care. Come on now. Come on now. It will. We're human, and it will. Let me see. I've always had low self-esteem. I am working with the therapist to work on me. Well, why you still saying you've always had low self-esteem? Why not say I had? Because you still claiming it. You know what I'm saying? If you're working with a therapist, have you got to that stage yet? I'm just wondering. It's just a question. Just a question. I'll post what 5 pounds of fat looks like. It's disgusting. It is so disgusting. Mm. Have to blame it on sweets, hostess, cupcakes. Somebody need to now. I know when I started getting chunky, I was eating up every damn thing. And can't blame it on depression. In the beginning, it started as like eating because of a relationship, and maybe I kept on eating because I loved it. Food is delicious. And now I've just learned. I have learned. I have learned so many different things about me, not about what people say or think, but about me. And baby, I have whatever I want. All that food I had today, I ain't finished it all, but I had it all. I drunk that whole drink, though, I'll tell you that. You inspire me just by speaking on your truth, reminding me I gotta love me first. I've been steadily losing weight since May of last year. I truly love you on purpose. So let me, how much weight have you lost? And what are you planning to do? Are you planning to have any surgeries? Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. But it's a way to combat that. And people, it's almost like you really, really, really have to be around people that are doing it as well. You have to have a cheat day because you can't just jump into something like a damn Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, because when you go backwards, you're going to go backwards to eating even more. I don't like people that do that. I don't like diets, okay? Diets are not good. If you're not changing your eating habits that way for the rest of your life, you're going to go up and down like a damn yo-yo. Up, down, up, down. Because I'm going to tell you something about going and getting lipo. This is why people go, if you ain't got $5,000-$6,000 to keep on going, letting them jerk on your body for the rest of your damn life and suck all that fat out, you wasting your damn money, because you're going to go and get lipo, and then you're going to take about 800 pictures that first year, especially when that swelling start going down and you be looking all, ooh, la, 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 when you be looking like that. And then when your ass start eating whatever you want again, all of that plus some more gonna come back. And that goes for anybody, not just one said person. For real, for real. I love me, but I do know that I need to be the best version of myself, and the weight does not make it easier. I definitely recognize it, and although it is a process, I try to make better choices and be more active. I'm definitely glad we are talking about this, because the motivating helps me push to continue. Let me tell you something, sister. One thing that we do know is that a lot of us don't like to leave home, like to go to the gym. I'm not a go to the gym type of person. I'm more of a person that will put on a video in my living room back in the day, put a DVD in, baby. I had to step. Uh. So for me, I could do either way. But you do have some people that they do not like to go to the gym, right? They're not a get up and go to the gym person, but they'll put it on their TV and Zumba it out. You know what I'm saying? And do all that good stuff. Everybody's just not like that. So you have to, if you're ready to make some form of change and you're looking for a better way to do it, then you first have to say, what am I willing to do? What am I capable of doing? How do I know that I'm going to start something and I'm actually going to finish it? Hey, sister, how are you?
Hey, hello, hello, hello.
Let me read this real quick. Can I be completely transparent? Oh, I was thin my entire life, then had babies and never lost the weight. After my hysterectomy and having those tumors, they were full of C, removed the internal and external scars, turned me off. I didn't like looking in the mirror undressed from there. I self sabotaged and stopped dating. I had a problem with intimacy when truthfully I used those surgery scars as an excuse to not be intimate, from being touched inappropriately from my best friends. Won't even let me read the rest. From my best friends. Now that is a lot. What I can say to that is, once I had my hysterectomy, and I had the same thing. I had all kinds of tumors in my belly, and I was small. I was smaller than this. I think I got down to like, I'm 185 now. And I think I got down to like 160. I look like a sick person at my height at 160. I don't care what no doctor tell me, baby. My goal weight, even after lap band, was 170. And I have scars. See, scars are just, we're supposed to look at the scars as memories of where we came from. Because this one right here, my chin, my jaw was broken. I used to hate it. Yeah, I used to put makeup under here. But it was because I hated it. And I think it was because I hadn't healed from what caused it. Now it's like, whatever. What, Lord, just don't let no hairs grow up out of there. I'm gonna go to somebody doctor. But other than that, no, I mean, scars are really a space of remembering. Mine give me courage and mine give me strength. But for all of that to be some, that's like, wow. That's why I gained weight after babies too. Baby, honey, I was an easy size 7 until I had a baby. But then I grew up. So, hey Capri, hey girl, hey.
Hey, 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 hey. Um, I just work so I'm not gonna lie, I'm the one I did choose the topic. And the reason that I chose this was because it made me think, for, you know, teenage girls, those who have daughters, those who, grandkids, we're living in a time now where everything matters to them. The parents, the self-esteem. Oh, this boy, he don't like me because my boobs not like her boobs, or I don't have a butt like she has a butt. So, and it made me think about when I was younger. When I was younger, my dad was there, but he wasn't there. So I had my brother to like encourage me. Like, you're beautiful. You got this. You're going to, it was weird because he was the one that had to tell me, well, look, your body going to be going through changes, this, that, and the third. You know, don't worry about the other girls. They develop early, so they, little fast asses. So it was like it made me think about that. But it's like my self esteem wasn't there because me personally, I felt as though my self esteem should have came from, you know, being told that I was beautiful, being
Let me
told,
let me
you
say
know,
let me say
um,
something to you real
mhm,
quick, and I have to chime in because I lose train of thought, and I am
mhm,
so glad that you came up here. And I just, all of you all give me a sense of where when I be done, I tell y'all, sometimes I'll sit here and I'll cry and say, okay, this is one of those ones, or that's what it is, God, or this is why I was there on this particular, whole
mhm,
nother topic, whole nother story. But what I want to say to you is, me not being raised in a household with my mom and my dad. Okay. And between me and my sister, there's a big age gap. So for a
mhm,
minute, I was like the only child. So I had my mom, she worked, and then even when she had Robin, she was really never home. So I was kind of like on my own. I had a lot of, well, I never had an instance where I felt the need to be told that, but I also do know that there were times where I didn't feel pretty.
mhm,
Not even because somebody told me I wasn't. And I think at a young age, what probably kept me was that I don't want to say I was the popular kid because I wasn't like, oh my God, but I had a lot of friends, not because I was looking for them, but other girls around me. So for me, they always made me, they immediately gave me that feeling without saying
Mhm.
it. And what I mean, in a sense, with all of you all, I can understand where you're coming from, not hearing it. And it's where, for me as a teenager, I didn't even need to hear it because just like you all are now, I had people in my younger years that were really, really, I used to be like, why everybody talking to me? This is how I used
Mhm.
to do it. Like, oh, get away from me. Not like something wrong with you, but weird. No, girls. And I didn't want to be that person. But the more that I grew into it, it just seemed like people just clung to me.
Mhm.
And so I didn't have to, it was something about me that kept the people there. So imagine if it would have been the other way around for me. I
Mhm.
do believe that I probably would have went through the same thing of not hearing it or not uh uh being sociable. Did you have a lot of friends when you were younger?
No, people use me to get to my brother.
Mm.
My brother, he was the type, the pretty eyes, the long hair, wi- he was kind of like that. He had like that pretty boy type, in a way. And
Mm-hmm.
when people looked at me and my brother, they didn't even really think that we was brothers and sisters. They just
Mm.
and when they look at our parents, they like, well, is your mom because your dad treats you, I'm like, I'm the baby, I'm always gonna be daddy's girl,
Mm-hmm.
regardless. But when I hit junior high, that's when it was different. That's when I noticed, the body changed, this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, okay, but it was still that, well, I mean, I didn't like myself at
Do you
all.
did
Like
you
I had bad acne. I just didn't, nobody, they was just using me friendships. Like I'm like, dad, do I really have like one true friend? You know, it was just I
Did you do
me
you think that a part of you envied your brother that he was getting all the attention
very much so. And it
and at the
also
same
goes to
time being
mhm,
hurt that you were being used for that attention?
mhm. Like I literally, you know, once we hit middle school, because I was all like he's the oldest. So it's like I was always under him. Like I didn't have a name for myself. I was just always, known as AJ little
Brother.
sister,
Yeah, his
And
sister.
I'm like, when I hit middle school, I was fighting my parents hard. Like, no, I don't want to go to the same school as them because I want my own space. I want people to know Kim for Kim. I'm born Kimberly, not AJ little sister. So it was just that wasn't going. But when I hit eighth, ninth grade, it was just like, boom, okay, I did things I wasn't supposed to do at a young age. But at the same time, I'm just like, well, if this is what it's going to take for me to get liked or, stuff like that, because I'm seeing everybody else, you
Wow.
know, doing
I
it.
had a friend
So,
like that. Let me share some. You are
mm-hmm,
not by yourself, sister. I had a friend like that, and she was one of the girls that always hung out with us. And this is like true story, no lie. And she wound up being the girl that slept with everybody's man. And at the time, like my baby, Devontae daddy was a hoe, y'all. And I'll tell him in his face if he was on here right now. He screwed about four, five, six girls and went to the same school. Okay, and I was one of them. And me and another girl was pregnant at the same time. But this particular friend of mine, it almost is like she was just for the attention. And I couldn't understand why. And later on in life, she said it was like an apology, but she said because she thought she was the ugly girl of the group.
mm, Mm, Jesus. Mm. And that's exactly how I felt. You know,
Uh-huh.
I looked at it like, wow, I know I'm, you hit certain age, you go through puberty, and then I'm like, okay, hey, why am I the only one breaking out bad acting? Everybody else walking around with the pretty face and this, that, and the third. But when I hit high school, I was just like, you know what? The hell with this. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, I don't give a damn. Like this, you know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
in high school. I'm gonna make a name for myself, even though once again we still went to the same school. But I wasn't known as AJ little sister.
Mm-hmm.
People that looked at me that went to the same junior high school with us, and when they looked at me, they was like, "Oh, hey, Kim, what's up? Oh, now you notice me." You
Mm-hmm.
know, but
Mm-hmm. It was
it
like no
was
identity, so you had to create some kind.
right. So it's like now, but my brother, he was still my brother. He was like, "Look, this still gonna be my little sister. You try your shot. You heard her. you know, it's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
problem." But it's like as I was getting older, like my first relationship, well, I don't know if you will call it a relationship, but I was 15 when had my first real relationship. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know nothing about being a girlfriend. I was like, why is he with me? This, that, and the third. But then I looked at it. It was just like, okay, my
Mm-hmm.
appearance is like my body shape. Like I was skinny. Like I was skinny growing up. My weight didn't start coming on. To be honest, when I started, my mother had to put me on birth control at the age of 14.
For you to pick up weight.
No, because I lost my virginity at 14. So my father knew, but it was like, you
Baby, I
know.
lied, baby. When I tell you I lied, I was laid up on the couch. My mom was like, "What is wrong with you? You're eating pickles with peppermints and shit, Big Macs all over the place." I was like, "Nothing." Honey,
Yeah.
did you have one of them mamas that don't answer the phone? She be sitting right by the phone and don't
Hmm.
answer.
That's
Girl,
how my
the
mom
day
is
I
now. She
I
like
let
that
my
now.
mama take me to the doctor, y'all, and have blood drawn. I had already been to Planned Parenthood, found out how far along I was, had already told Devontae, Daddy, honey, I was laid up on the couch, laying my ass off. She took me to my pediatrician. I let this lady draw blood out my arm. Do you hear me? Go home.
Hmm.
Oh, we're gonna call you, Miss Cameron. We'll call you with the results. My mama never answered the phone on my whole history of life. Answer the phone. Like, really? Yeah. On this particular day, when my doctor called with the results, I tried to screw it run. I got it. Hello, baby. She was like, really? Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. Bye. When I tell y'all, I couldn't believe, I don't know what it was. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all in this moment. I knew about birth control. I mean my
Hmm.
mama told me about it. My daddy told me about it. My daddy had been already told one dude like, "Yo, who shot you? But you punks didn't finish." So anyway, with this guy, I really think this is the. I thought I was in love, and that young of an age. I'm not kidding you all. Because I ran from Devontae's dad for like months. But then at the same time, I walked past his house on purpose to go get my mama cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when you could write a note for your kid and they could go buy the cigarettes for you. I would walk by his house, but at the same time, I felt like, wow, why did he want to talk to me? He was like the popular guy in the school. Football team, basketball team, why me? But at the same time, I did have my dad that always told me from the beginning, like, I'm a star. So if you put that in a kid's mind,
Hmm.
okay, even with the thought of looking different, the thought of being different, you're right to have that person to constantly say, yo, you're my daughter, you're beautiful, this, that, and the other. It
Hmm.
still is going to get to a point where Okay, Dad. Now you just stroking my ego. You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about? So
Mhm.
it's not, even though we want that and we desire that, if we believe that,
Mhm.
certain things wouldn't happen in our life right
Mhm.
now today. If I believe from the word go that I was this and I was that and I this and saved myself for marriage, baby, I would only have one baby daddy and probably one
Mhm.
kid because I would have married Devontae daddy and he would have went to jail. Then I'd divorced him because that was 28 years, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not. But
And I
I'm
mean, it's
just
like
saying.
it's just I always like kind of instill like with Callie. I
That's what I
always
was going to ask you. Are you
tell
afraid for her
in a
in any kind of
not
way?
in a way no, because Callie is like the opposite of like she's me emotional, but that mental state.
She different.
Yeah,
Okay.
she'll tell you off in a heartbeat. So it's like basically you can't tell me nothing. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like she that's why I say she kind of reminds me of my brother, because my brother has that I don't care attitude. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. This,
Mm-hmm.
that, and the third. With me, I'm the opposite. I was like the little marshmallow, the
Mm-hmm.
gray mouse. I was always me personally back then. I literally cared what people
Dog.
wanted to, why do you want to, why you want to be in a relationship with me. But I thought, wow, when I got older, going through the heartbreaks, and then I was like, I started finding myself. Everything I learned on my own. Like I started dressing more comfortable. I started dressing more confidence, because I was
Mm-hmm.
so afraid. Like, oh, okay, well, you
Were you
scared
a
me, so
tomboy younger?
very a tomboy. But when I hit, that's why I say when I hit high school, that's when everything blossomed with me. So I was, I literally was like in that little butterfly cocoon stage. You
Mm-hmm.
know, when I hit high school, when I hit 11th grade, my brother, he graduated. I was like, oh, I'm free now. Like I can, baby sister gone. You can't tell her nothing. But it was still like, wait a minute. And that's how I met her godmother. That's how I met Kylie's godmother, and being around her, like that's how she became like we sisters, because I only have a brother. So I was
Mm.
like, maybe that's what I needed. I needed somebody older, to give me that big sister vibe, teach me about makeup, teach me about clothes. Cause I don't know if she followed you this page, but she followed Rasia, and she would tell you in a heartbeat, she'd be like,
Uh-huh.
we gonna go to Rainbow, we gonna go to fashion shoes, and we gonna hit them little stores, we gonna get you a little
Yeah.
$5 top, just
Yeah.
but she
See,
was
that's what
always
I was for Robin, and I get that. That's what I was for Robin because even in our age difference.
mm-hmm.
Like my sister used to come to my. I'm 11 years older than Robin. Y'all, Robin used to come to my house and steal all my Jordans. Like go take my shoes, go footwork in them, come back they scuffed up. But I was also there to tell her like, yo, every nothing's. I got a sister. She's sickle cell. She was always different, the different kid, not really sociable at a young age because she spent so much time in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point she had me at home. I was like my sister mama. That's about why I had a baby y'all at 15. And my mom, I
Mm-hmm.
pushed her around everywhere I went in a stroller like she was a baby doll. But
It,
I was
mm-hmm.
there is my whole point. She
Yeah,
had
and
me
mm-hmm.
and she still has me to this day to say, hey, this is why she won't tell me when things are really rough
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes the person on the other end will feel like I know you're there, but like yo, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to reach
Mm-hmm. And that's how it
because
is
I
with her
always
godmother.
reach.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is with her, with her godmother. Like we will be on the phone till our battery run low, and we will talk about everything and everything from our past relationships to our relationship that we are now. You know, and it's like over the years, it was just like why, like what's going on. But that's why I say with Callie, I was like, I first it was just all the crap that I've been through, the past relationships that I had, I was like, man, y'all only just want one thing and one thing only. Y'all don't really care about me. Y'all don't care about my emotion. Y'all don't care about my mental state. Y'all only just see, oh, you know what I'm saying, the thick girl, this, that, and the third. Y'all just want to know how quick y'all can get into my pants. Like, I'm being real, because this is how I always felt. Now, you can't tell me nothing. I don't. You don't really care about, what's my favorite color and what favorite restaurant I go to and all this and all that. No, that wall is up.
Mm-hmm.
But when I sit here and the situation that when we talked about him, he said, she said, he's the only one that I put my trust in.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one that will sit here when I get into my little, man, I'm gaining my weight back. This, that, and the third. My weight, this is like, it took me a minute to even accept the fact that I was diabetic after I had Callie.
Mm-hmm.
After I had Callie, I was close to 300 pounds and I'm 5'10". So you
Mm.
couldn't tell. But after I had her, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I didn't went from a size 10, 12 down to a size 16. Oh, hell no.
Baby,
Like, this ain't.
I was in the 1820, honey.
I was like, this ain't gonna work. Like, I'm not used to being, you know, sharp, that I was like, mentally, I was just not there because I'm like, okay. And my mom would tell me, you're not a size 12 anymore. You're not a size 14. This is your size. You could still rock whatever you want to rock. I was in rainbow, like, man, I am not putting on no jeans. I'm putting on some leggings and I'm calling it a day. I
Mm-hmm.
just I didn't feel right. But it was like, after the second year of me finding out that I was diabetic, they was like, "Oh, you got to take the metformin. You could try." Y'all ain't popping nothing. I don't take pills. I don't like taking pills. I will sit here in the morning. I will walk from the hill of my street. I will walk Callie to school every morning. Walk right
Mm-hmm.
back up. If I can, or just walk, drink water.
What
To
happened? Oh, that's your thing.
had to, it was a lot of things because it's like I always say, you could complain, but if you got two options, either you're gonna shut up and do it, you're gonna change it, or you just gonna sit here. Do you want people to really feel sorry for you when you know they really not gonna feel sorry for you? Because
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, well,
But
she
who
keep coming.
wants that? Who wants the sorry? I don't want nobody to feel
Yeah.
sorry for me because sorry for you come off as pity. And
Mm-hmm.
pity, I don't want that either.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I sit here and I just be like, and then it's like now, like with him, if I sit here and I go on that trip, like I didn't gain my way back. Here, like if we on the phone, he'll hang up the phone. Cause he don't like hearing me. He don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But if he sit here and be like, hey, we gonna go out to a restaurant, watch how fast I get dressed and all right, I'm ready. I'm gonna eat, but it's like now we in a whole new generation,
Mm-hmm.
like, I know some, granddaughters and about me having Callie and people have nieces, like this whole generation now, she's in
Different.
middle school. And when I went to her school, I'm seeing sixth graders, they run the eyelashes, they run the,
Let me
and
tell
I'm
you
just
something.
like,
It's
uh-uh,
honey, honey,
uh-uh.
honey, honey. This
So I
is
gotta make
where
sure her self-esteem is,
is on point.
like I
And see,
always
you know
tell
how
her,
you
you're not
do
a
that.
follower.
You know how to do, and on top of the not being a follower, she needs to. You have to make sure you instill in her her identity, what
Mm-hmm,
makes her unique, what makes her different. Because going into that type of setting, and I think of my nieces, right? And
mm-hmm,
what I have for you, Patty, I'll tell you if you could tell me again. Somebody put the alarm on what Patty said she was getting done, and then I will answer you. So what I would have to say is I got my twin nieces and then my younger niece. Now my younger niece, she's more of the she's not into no boys, nothing like that. She doesn't. But then you have one of the twins that she is. So imagine having topsy turvy, not sure.
mm-hmm,
One definitely don't, and one that is, right?
mm-hmm,
So it's almost like there is a reassurance verbally that they're different coming
mm-hmm,
from my sister. Like Asia's more to herself. She's into art. She's more. Callie is more like
mm-hmm.
my youngest niece. They're
Mhm.
not really, but that doesn't mean that when they go into the environment
Mhm.
where fifth and sixth graders' lashes is longer than mine on a good day at Chun Li, where their nails are longer than mine, where they're wearing, I mean,
Mhm.
all kinds of inappropriate clothing that you would
Mhm.
never imagine. That is something where it's hard because we're in a social media driven world. So when they not at
Mhm.
home with you, they ain't with you. And when they're at home with you, they kind of ain't at home with you either.
Mhm.
So in that sense, I think it's just more of allowing her to know that her difference is unique. She is not the average young lady. Don't give her the we didn't do this when I was growing up. She gonna look at you like you crazy because we looked
And
at our mamas like they was crazy when they told us was that. So
and that's
don't
what makes it
try
so
not to give her
weird.
the same thing that was given to you.
Yes, because she is asking questions. She would be like, "Mom, did you do this?" I'd be like, um, did I do what? She'd be like, well, did you, how old was you when you cut school? I'm not telling you how old. No, I'm not doing that. I'm
I'm
not
gonna tell
gonna
you what I
sit
said to my kids.
here.
I cut school until I got kicked out. That's what I say. Because
So
because the
it's
reason why I
mm-mm.
say this is it doesn't have to be specific. You know, you got to come back with something. Why would you need to know? Like, give a question with a question instead of shutting it down. Because and the only reason I say that is you open the door for them to go ask somebody else or listen to what
Exactly.
the friend said that they mama said.
Mm-hmm. Because
You
that's
come
I be sick. Because I
money.
do
Was you ever
monitor.
caught in the bathroom? Did you ever cut? Was you
Ye-
ever caught on campus?
It's
Listen here, young
mm-hmm,
lady. Everything that I've done, I've had to pay for it.
mm-hmm.
You know,
And
these are the
I
proper
just
ways to respond.
I tell her, I mean, but at the same time, when I sit here, I know, like, and I think I mentioned a couple of times what he said, she said, but it's just, Kylie would sit here and say stuff that would just catch me off guard. But then I sit here and I'd be like, okay, well, all right, I'm new to this parenting. Like, she's my only child, but it's like I don't want her to go and run everything on Google or go and look up and everything. So I'm going to
Keep
be
on
as
doing
honest as much as I
that.
can.
And
But
keep an open door. I
you
don't care
know,
if she asks you questions all day. Never give her, not right now.
hmm yeah, that's what I tell her. I'd be like, wait a minute, because like I said, it's already left field. Let me process it. Let me just process, let me process what you said. And then it's like now, by her being in sixth grade, some of her classmates, some of them they have a ED. And I'm
When
like,
you say, wait a minute, let me ask you this. When you say, let me process what you said, give me a typical of what she would ask you.
so um she wanted to know the difference with the between the her gender and the sexual orientation.
Okay, pause right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be Callie. Um, Mom, can you explain to me because if is it okay if I'm a woman and I like a woman? You mean something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And your response is give me some time to process that.
Well, I asked her what does she mean, but I did when she asked me, I did say your gender is female, and I did explain her the sexual orientations.
And the
And
reason why I say that because we don't want our kids to feel like when we say let give me a minute, we
mhm,
don't want our kids to feel like they said something wrong because
mhm,
that can be a pushback to say you don't want them thinking maybe I shouldn't have asked. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Prime example, I'm gonna give you Deshaun comes to me all the time like a little man. And in the inside of me, I'd be like, is he 50 or is he's been this way since a baby? He wants to know, he wants to come to me. Even with the internet stuff, he said, Mom, I've never
mhm,
seen so much bullying. You experience more bullying than I experienced in school. So do
mhm,
I this is a question from him now. Would it be easy for you if I stay home and protect you? Because if it was happening to me at school, you come to school to protect me. In that moment, I
mhm,
gotta come with something. He's not gonna walk away to like give him a response.
Mhm.
Or and it's because they just have different type of minds. Even though he's a gamer and all that, he's a kid that will come to you and speak
Mhm.
like an adult and want an answer, especially if
Mhm.
you are an adult
Right.
and you
You're
brush
right.
him off. He gonna remember that brush off.
Yep.
So
And
that's
that's
why I
why
say
I,
that.
yeah, that's why I told, so I had to, and about her getting older, so she's going to be going, like, I have to teach her, like, look, when you get on your own, you're going to be going to doctor's appointments and stuff like that. So it's certain things you need to know about yourself, and stuff like that. But it's like now, when she, she's at school and she comes home and she be like, well, mom, you know, the girls, they doing this and they doing that. And I'd be like, well, what do you do? She'd be like, I walk away. But that still don't stop her for asking
That don't
questions.
mean I see it. That doesn't mean that there's not an urge. Every girl at some point wanted to do what another girl was doing,
Mhm.
whether they
Mhm.
be honest or not. Each and every one of us at some point, and now, like you say, and the way the world is now, it's really harder for young ladies to come up in this world. And at the same time, my young little naive sons, I will tell them in a minute, this is what you do. Now, I'm blessed to have Papa Bear, so the whole talk with the birds and the bees, so to
Mhm.
speak, I don't have to have that conversation. I think I told y'all I was looking around somewhere and I found some things
Mhm.
around. Lord, I almost had a heart attack. So, but I will tell them, I give them the sense of how, how a father would teach his daughter how a man should treat them.
Mhm.
A man tells his daughter how a man should court his daughter.
Mhm.
I teach my sons on how they should treat a woman, but also what to not accept from a woman
Mhm.
because of the way the world is now. Because women will go and they come out like prey and they're seeking to, they just like, there's some women out here that's like Satan
Mhm.
in a skirt,
Mhm.
just
And
seeking
that's
power
the
to get
difference. That's
whatever
the
they want. My two
because
daughters,
I didn't. That's what I said. Like, I didn't have that. My dad didn't do that with me. But now, that she has, her uncle, and she has her uncle, she has her grandfather, and she has, she has my guy, but she has him, and he's way more overprotective than her grandfather and uncle. So he kind of tells her, the things, but it's just like now, it's like I still, I'm still mom. Like, I'm, that's my cub. Like, I,
mhm.
when people be like, oh well, you no, I don't take. I hear you, but I ain't listening, because at the end
First
of
of
the day,
all,
she's
let me
gonna
tell you
listen to
this.
me.
That's your only child, right?
That's
Baby, I got four. And Devontae, in my head, he's still three. As the mom and me. That's never gonna go away. Kelly's gonna be fucking 30.
mm,
And you still gonna feel like if you ain't had no more children, like baby, that's my baby. So don't ever let nobody tell you how to treat
mm,
your kid or how you're supposed to feel about her.
yeah,
That
I shut it
nurturing
down.
instinct never is supposed to go away. So don't think that's some weird stuff, baby, because you will find when she
Yeah,
get in the mid 20s,
yeah, I
you gonna be
shut it
super
down.
mom.
And it's just like, you know, and it all rests back. I know people like, wait a minute, what does it got to do with this topic? But it's still kind of in a way. So it's like with my health, it's been 4 years since I found out I was diabetic. You know, my weight, yeah, is gonna shift, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go down, but it's like I said, I don't, when they try to give me the medicine, the metformin and all this, not that, no. When I read the side effects, no, I can't, I
Yeah,
can't
all
do that. I
medicine is
never
good
took,
medicine.
I never took medicine. Like, growing up, I have, everything was always home remedies. And I learned that from my grandmother.
Hmm.
She used to tell my parents, oh, yeah, you ain't give her no Tylenol, no, this, that, and the third. So it's like when I got older and I'm just like, what is going on with my body? What is going on with me? But when I found out that I was diabetic, and then the stuff that I was taking, and I was like, well, how is this going to affect me with my relationship with him? Like, it's like, this, it was just like a whole lot of what ifs going in my mind. And I was like, I'm cutting
Life
out
is
the
what
soda.
ifs, sister.
Yeah, I cut out a lot of stuff. I changed my diet. I didn't, the walk, like now, and it's like,
No, did
it's
you hear what
all,
I said? I
huh?
said life is what ifs.
Oh, it definitely is.
Like
It definitely is.
you when you even in the sense of talking about how it was growing up, you actually experience that to be able to prepare you for whatever you see your daughter going through if you think about it. And
Mhm.
that's probably why she's more so like has the demeanor of your brother,
Mhm.
because had you not been through what you went through growing up, you would be just as confused as she is, if she is. Like, why are people doing this, that, the other? They are
Mhm.
gonna look at as being different. Deshaun is looked at as being different because he doesn't hang out with the it crowd. You know, he's
Mhm.
looked at as being different because if Jaden get ready to go and hang out, then he'll be cool with just being home. That's just who he is. That's just his
Mhm.
demeanor. He's laid back. When he wants to
Mhm.
go kick it, he'll go hang out with his friends. But I think so more so of what's going on. And if anybody else wants to come up, you can because it is already 8:45. But what I
Mhm.
think of what is going on is that continue to be the mom that you are. And what you will see is when she come at you with certain questions,
Mhm.
you think back to in that moment, if you can. Think back
Mhm.
to where you were. I guarantee you more of them will be something that you experienced
Mhm.
in a different. And think about how you handle and share it with her.
Mhm.
The best thing you can do is be like straight up. And I'm not
Mhm.
saying straight up, don't go out here being no hoe. But I mean, just be straight up and whatever straight up is with you and your daughter. I'm a
Yeah,
mother
and
of boys, so my straight up is a little bit more heavy. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? It's
And I
never been a
always looked at it like
son.
that.
Uh-huh.
I always looked at it like that. Like I literally would sit here, like I said, I will process things, but then I sit here and I be reminding myself, like, okay, she's my only child.
Yeah.
My parents, they had both of us a year apart.
Uh-huh.
So, and it's like now I have, I'd be like, okay, well, every year, like she'd be 13 in May. I got to think back what the crap I did when I was 13. I was like, whoa, no, we
It
can't,
doesn't mean it's
no,
the same.
so I
And then at
have
the same
to,
time, just pray over that.
yeah.
You
And
know, a
I
lot of
was,
times parents say, your kids don't do you worse. That's bullshit. I don't agree. All right. Kids are
we,
going to do what they're going to do. They're going to mess up like we
exactly.
mess up. Their mess ups are going to be different than our mess ups, but they are going to mess up. Mistakes are
Mm,
made for them to be able to have them. A lot of times, the people coming up, when I came up, they was too scared and couldn't go talk to their mama, so they did a lot of effed up shit.
mm-hmm,
My mama was my best friend. So I could talk to
mm-hmm.
my mom about anything, and it was like no cap at all times I could
And
talk to my mom about
and that's
anything.
how it was with me. Like I couldn't go to my parents, but it was just it didn't mean that they didn't know what was
Hmm.
going on, but it was just like, what my best friend, I always went to her mom because I
Hmm.
saw how their relationship was. And then I was just like, she became that adopted mom to me because whenever I had anything, she'd be like, look, why is you doing this? No, you don't do this, that, and it's like now with Callie, it's like, all right, it's just me. She got her godmother, but it's like, she still I still feel as though she need that. She just need that support system
Yeah,
because, like I
it's
say,
gonna take more than
emotionally she
you.
reminds me of me, but
It's
mentally
gonna
she.
take more than you because she's your freaking child.
Mhm.
But it's gonna take more than you and Godma. It's gonna take a support system, and it's if even if it's a support system that through you helps you, and it's
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying because
Mhm.
we live in such a world where it's so many things happen on such a regular basis, and
Mhm.
you can't be everywhere. And this is not a time when, okay, if you went to work, everybody on the block, I'm not your mama. When your
Hmm.
mama get home, I'm such
Hmm.
I saw him come out the back door. I
Hmm.
saw that boy climb out the window. I'm telling your mama, we don't have that anymore.
Mhm.
Because mamas are grandmamas and great grandmamas and stuff like that. Like, whoa, when did this start changing? I guess now, because here I am, I'm a grandma. So at some point, we really just have to trial and error. It's still learning as you grow, giving her the space and everybody else with a young child. Because my youngest will be 17 this year. And I mean, giving a space where they know that Devontae knows he can come to me about anything. Will he? No.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows that he can come to me about any and everything. That
Mm-hmm.
is my first child. I will always be here. They all know that, but they all came in a different space in my life. So, in the way that things are happening, just make sure you keep an open door policy with Callie. And I'm gonna get ready to see if anybody
Oh,
else have any more questions.
yeah. Hold on. She wanted to say hi real quick. You know how
Which
she
yeah,
is.
Nisi,
Oh, she right here. I
hi
know how
Nisi,
she is. Hold
how
on.
are you?
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear now. Hey, hey, hey. How you doing, Nisi?
Good.
Good. You're just so humble and meek and good. Are you excited to come to the fashion show?
Yep.
That's good. I'm waiting to see some of your jewelry. It's jewelry, right? That
Yeah.
you make?
Oh,
That's
she made
cool.
some earlier.
Let me see.
Yeah, she made some earlier. So it's told her she adore you. Like, dog don't mind me in my bonnet, don't you? But she but she
Anybody think about you? I'm talking to Callie.
but and it's she adores y'all, and it's just, I just love it when she's happy. But I still, I get into my little moment where it's
Mhm.
like, uh,
Do you
you
plan
know,
to have another baby?
what the I
Ah,
just mm-mm.
she
I
said,
I see, but people always ask me that it's time for a brother or sister. I'm like, she got a whole lot of god brothers and sisters. Like,
ah.
I'm not gonna put my body no more than what I
I
done went
know
through.
that's right. I ain't mad at you, honey. She got a bunch of god brothers, cousins, and stuff. She can kick it with them.
I love them dearly. I really do. Oh, here they go. Hold on, I'm gonna hold the camera up so she's.
Okay.
It's like 7 of them, I think.
Oh, that's pretty. Put it closer. Let me see.
Let me see. Oh, you
That
holding?
is pretty.
So this is one. She made like
Oh,
7 of them. This is two. So these are like the kids forms of the bracelet. So
uh-huh.
waiting for the adult ones for to do so we can start working on the rest of the for Roasia. So
Uh-huh.
this is like an example of how they're gonna be. And it's gonna have like how the charm is,
Yeah.
burgundy, and it's gonna have aura F, and some of them is gonna be with the colors, and some of it is gonna spell out Roasia.
I'm
So
excited.
she made all of these, and these are the other ones that she's in the process of making. So we're just waiting for the adult size. So
Okay.
it's gonna be adult
Awesome.
size and kid size, and she's going to be making necklaces, but she wasn't sure, how they was gonna look
Uh-huh.
because the necklaces is like so long. But yep, she is
Awesome.
so excited. Like her business cards,
Awesome. Nisi, we gonna have to do some selfies too. Okay.
and
We're gonna have the
card
360
is
booth and take a bunch of pictures.
her business cards will be here Tuesday.
We need
So
her logo. So what if
yes,
she at the fashion show? Are we selling? Are you how do you want to do it,
it's
Nisi?
oh my bad. Go ahead.
I don't know. I might be like selling.
Selling them?
So if
Okay.
you sell them, I gotta do the vendor.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so, but I still need to put her name and her business, the name of her business and her logo in the program. I need that.
Okay, yeah. I have a copy of her business cards on my page until the actual cards come Monday. Um,
Okay.
because the actual physical cards will be here Monday. And I was thinking, I was like, I don't know, like, because I was trying to hurry up and put a rush on it, but she said that she wanted to wait till everything was done so that way she can send everything
That's fine.
at
And on top of that, you can't just give me no picture. You ain't finna get me in trouble with Tanya. You gonna
uh-uh.
have to do the
Yeah,
regular
I gotta
business card.
picture.
Yes, so she can go in the program. But I'm so excited to see you, Nisi. It's already March. I hope school is going well, and I just adore you. You are just so humble and just sweet. Oh my gosh. Every time I look at you, I just go like this, and I forget the people are here. Oh my God. It's okay. I get to see you in a little while. But I love you guys, and thank you so much, Capri. You are awesome, mom, and you are an awesome daughter. And y'all are just two awesome balls of awesomeness. I
Oh,
love you guys.
but yeah, I was in deep thought, so yeah.
It's okay. Love you, sister.
Love y'all too.
All right. Love you, Callie.
Love you too.
All right. Okay, guys, we got wrapped up. Let me get this, whatever this is, up out of here. We got wrapped up, but that's okay. Now, look at that. What in the world? Okay. So, what I would like to say to you all is when it comes to spaces of self image or how we can continue to grow, I think it is really important that we continue. You wouldn't even think that her daughter pays attention to us. Do you think she only pays attention to me? She pays attention to the people in the comments too. She pays attention to whatever it is that Capri allows her to see. So we have to understand that we got kids coming up behind us. We want to teach them how they need to be open. We probably can't teach security of oneself or for them to like self-esteem and all that, but you can be there for a reassurance to let them know. But you cannot be there for them if you're not okay with who you are. A child will see that a mile away if we are not okay with who we are. Can you imagine? Like literally. Like, come on now, cut the crap. So I think that when it comes to body and image and the appearance and illnesses, if you suffer from an illness such as BDD, or if you know someone, because a person that does probably will not admit it. If you know someone that suffers from it as a friend, you should do the research on how you can help that person as a sister, as a brother, whatever the case may be. If you know someone that needs a little bit more of a push to help them, you can't just force them. Let them reach at you like, yo, sis, bro, what we doing? I'm ready to do something about this weight. If you're a person and you're looking into having surgery, what I suggest you do is research a doctor. Make sure that you look at reviews and how many people they didn't touch, because once you get cut, that cut is a cut. Okay. I asked what was sister doing. I'm not sure if she's still here, but if she did say in the chat, can someone please put the alarm on it for me? Because it depends on what you're doing. But I will always say, once you research your doctor and you're comfortable with your doctor, follow the doctor's orders. If you're going and you have some type of surgery done and a doctor telling you need to have 10 lymphatic massages afterwards, 10, not 8, not 5, not 6, not 9, because you look good after number 8 in between taking all your selfies. No, if you have to have 10 massages. There's a reason why the doctor is giving you these instructions for when you leave. Just like you got ready for the pre-op and you was all excited about pre-op, get ready for the post-op. If you are going into a house, into a place, and you're going to have lipo or whatever, tummy tuck, revision, lipo, 360, that you're gonna be burning. Can I be honest, Patty? At times you're gonna feel like you're getting Indian burnt all around your waist. This is why the massages are important. You're gonna feel like your body is on fire for at least till you getting BBL too. Is that what they say? Fat transferred to the buttocks. Yeah, you getting BBL. You can't sit on your butt and when I say you can't sit on your butt, you can't sit on your butt, you can't sleep on your butt is off limits, okay? Get you a pillow to lay on your side. They're going to give you something to use, and you're going to you're going to rest it on the back of your thigh. That's what you'll be putting the weight on, all right? But be prepared to feel like you're getting at some point, and I'm not going to lie to you. This won't even bother you if this is something you made up in your mind to do, but it'll prepare you. That means you're going to be taking your medicine like clockwork. That means you're going to have all of your massages scheduled when you get done. If you're doing it in the States, if you're going out of the state, then that might be where you have your massages there. That's why they're going to have you stay for longer. If you do it somewhere in the States, baby, you go back home, make sure you have your massages set up. You need to go to for post-op massages and all of that. Who is this that said that? No what? What is no? What are you saying no? No, I'm telling you the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. You just gonna feel like you're gonna feel like you are getting Indian burnt all up in here. But wear your faja. Wear it like they tell you to wear it. Wear it like they tell you. Oh, no BBL? You said fat transfer to buttocks is a BBL, my love. Ain't that what that is? It says fat transfer to buttocks. You can't sit on your butt. You have to let the fat rest. Is that what you're doing, right? I'll wait for the comment. Did I read that right? Yeah, that's a BBL. Yeah, just because you ain't going to Brazil don't mean you ain't having a Brazilian butt lift. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. It's no different. It's no different. So they're gonna give you a butt pillow. They're gonna take the fat from here and put it there. You're gonna have drainage. As soon as you wake up, it is extremely painful. But take your medicine. Where you going, if you don't mind me asking? Because we could just talk. Everybody else, y'all can go on about your business, because I just want to make sure that I get this right. You're going to Houston. That's where you live, or that's where you're going? And whatever the case may be, follow the instructions. Be prepared for clockwork medication. Okay, where you're going. So how long did they tell you you have to stay there? June 30th? I mean, okay, you live 80 miles away. All right. Talk to me about it in the inbox, sister. Is there anybody else? And I will give you whatever it is you want to ask of me. I will tell you. I will. Okay. Yeah, you go home the same day. Yeah, I'm sure you do. They don't keep you in the hospital. If you were going somewhere else and you didn't live close, you'd be either in a hotel or in a recovery home. But I will give you whatever information I can give you, my dear. I really will. So, you guys, if you don't have anything more, you want to continue this topic, go into the cousin sip and chat group, and then you can comment on this topic and go further. If Capri has got you guys all in there, I did not expect to stay on for 2 hours, but y'all realize when we do cousin sip and chat, it's always a little bit longer. When it comes to body and image and appearance, I'm a person that I'm okay with who I am. That does not mean that everybody else is okay with who they are. If this is something that you want to take further, then you have to be the first person to say, okay, I want to do something with the way that I look. So it's okay. It's all right. You got to be a person to say, yo, I'm not okay with the way I look. So now I'm ready to do something about it, and take baby steps. Don't just go airplane mode into it. And understand you. If you don't understand nobody else, you got to understand yourself. Everybody you can't help. And then the fact that you can't help everybody, at least cover everybody if you care about them. All right. So I love you guys so much. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And we can continue this in the chat. All right. I don't want to keep y'all all night at all. I really don't. Oh, okay. Well, we have a cousin sipping chat every Friday. So make sure that you get into the group, Mama Annie. And guess what, honey? As soon as I get the backdrop and things are better, it's going to be a whole different scenery. But I appreciate y'all for watching me manifest and visions come to fruition. Okay? Thank you guys. I love y'all. I will see y'all in the morning for Wake Up with Roasia and then Coffee Chat. Okay? Good night, everybody. Good night, cousins and sisters and stuff.